Because his friend just stabbed him, but his friend is super confused, and Fabius.
I say, I thought you guys were going to give us a good fight. I mean, against each other. It was going to be very exciting. And then I walk up and whack him with a heavy flail, and he dies.
He does.
12 damage. Okay, good.
Thomas.
That's so stupid.
Was there one I shot at? Is he still within range?
Yeah,
Forward?
maybe.
Which
Okay.
one did I shoot at and almost kill? Which one is it? Is it this one?
It's the top one.
Top one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He falls to the ground.
Yes!
Flynn, did you want to do anything special?
Just taking all the clothes,
Okay.
yeah.
Festus, did you want to do anything special?
That's a perfectly normal thing to be doing.
I want to continue to chase after this guy.
Okay, did anyone else want to pursue?
I don't pursue.
Okay, Brady,
I
go ahead and take another shot. He's now at range increment 2, so you get a -2 after you roll. It still hits, and he drops.
I pursue the other one. I'm pursuing him.
There was only
both
one.
of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did it, guys. We overcame the bandits. I come over and look at Aaron's hand. Like, damn.
You truly do have the worst.
You consider quitting the adventuring life and entering into the service of perhaps Cyprus would be a good fit for your.
It's okay. Once we get back to the outpost, I have plenty of clothes to make it off as a tailor or something.
One-handed tailor.
Okay, they have 4 short. They have 4 short swords, 4 longbows, 78 arrows, 40 gold, and 4 leather armors. I don't know if you want to leave the leather armors because they are fairly heavy. They're 15 pounds a pop.
Yeah, I don't care about
We can
leather
put 'em on
armor.
our horses.
Ah,
Yeah,
right.
we do
Horses. Forgot.
Yeah.
You just carry everything.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and you know what the best thing is? They have not leveled yet. They are literally like 24 and 32 away from leveling.
Guys, I
Alright,
suggest that we
welcome,
make
guys.
a ring around the trading
Right
post.
Okay,
Travel.
can I get a travel? Alright, nothing happens. An explore, nothing happens. No, I meant like, no encounter happens.
Oh.
But you do, actually find a hut.
Explore the hut.
Explore
I
that.
explore the hut. I knock on the door very politely. Is there anyone
And-
who lives in this hut?
An eccentric potion maker by the name of Boken comes to the door and is like, "Hi."
Oh, Boken.
Hello,
Do you
sir.
have anything to reattach a hand?
He's like, no.
What is your name, friend?
Boken.
Ah, Boken. Indeed. What do you do here?
He's like, "This is my home.
Yes, but what do you do? Like, surely you must.
I make potions." Potions
You
are
make
great.
Potions. Ah, I make a form of potion, you could say.
Ah, do you?
What sort of potions do you make, Mr. Boykin?
He says, "I can do potions of cure light wounds, potions of endure elements, potions of cure moderate wounds. I can craft any potion of 2nd level or less on the
Mr.
on the
Boykin.
adept spell list. So
I'm just
a
curious
smaller
to
spell
know,
list.
where do you get your components of your potions from around here? I've noticed that the stores are a little lacking.
Ah, he actually perks up and says, "Well, see, I find them in the wilds, but I do need some more."
Oh. I am always looking for more components too.
He
Maybe
says,
we can search together.
I'm not leaving here. You have to go down south a ways. And to the west. You have to get into the forest. And it's not safe. It's not safe in the forest.
You see, friend, we're making a ring around the trading post, despite the best efforts of some of our buddies. So, maybe another day we could help you collect your spell components.
He says, "Well, yes, if you could, I would graciously give you a 25% discount on all potions that I can make.
What is it that you're looking for?
I am looking for fangberries.
Fangberries?
The quest has been added to your quest book.
Once upon a time. What sort of thing do you use fangberries for?
I don't know. Fang potions? I make a delicious potion it's called fangberry juice, and I use fangberries to make it.
It's a potion like a drink.
Yes. It cures all sorts of
so it's
ailments, including my madness and my mother over there, and he points to a wall.
And it's delicious. That's the important part.
Yes. So he's like, bring me enough berries to make fangberry juice for 7 potions. Make sure they're not dirty.
Can I ask you for another thing while we're at it?
What?
May I also use your what? I assume you have like vials and things here. Something that you use to make your potions, pots.
He's like, I have some stuff, yes.
Maybe something that might even be referred to as a lab.
Yes, and he shows you his lab. I'm not entirely sure if you actually want to make potions on this yourself. It seems very, haphazardly put together, kind of like a death trap itself.
It's better than not a lab, probably.
Yeah, well, there's a chance that you'll hurt yourself while making a potion here.
Sir, I am finding the facilities around here to be quite lacking as far as making potions and other things that I like to use to help me in battle, among other things.
He says they're quite suitable.
Yes, might I be able to use your lab sometime if we come back here? I don't have...
Sure, but you'll have to use your own stuff.
Okay, I can do that. As long as you have the lab. Excellent. Sounds like a good deal. We will be on our way, unless somebody else has anything to say.
Ask him if he has any extra
God, Nick, you
clothes.
leveled by 1 experience point.
Nice!
Still is 7 away.
Oh,
Sick.
sir, my friend
Good.
is curious.
Don't interact with him.
My friend is
I do.
curious, and he has a question for you. Would you be interested in talking to my friend? He's very interesting, though a little bit accident prone.
The fascinating thing about him is that he only has one hand.
Anyway, he also has a request.
And he looks at you, crazily.
Yes, sir. I would like to have your entire wardrobe if you'd give it to me.
He's like, no, it's my wardrobe.
I have one hand! You must do what I say. I'm the most disfortunate person on the planet.
He frowns, takes his shirt off, and throws it at you.
Yeah! Kind sir, you will have 100% discount at Fern's
Clothing for
emporium.
him. Okay. That's fun.
Let us move on to continue our ring around the trading post.
Okay, you have to camp the night, though.
Okay, let us camp the night.
You already did
Another
though.
ration.
Yeah,
Sounds like a ration.
but it is another ration. So
God dang it.
Guys, I only have 4 of those left.
I only have 7 of those left.
What?
I only have 7 left.
How many did you start with?
21.
So you've used 14. Oh, I should only have 3 left then.
Alright, let's go home. Cash in so I can go to bed.
Oh, we're not gonna continue our
I
ring
don't
around the
think that
trading
that's
post?
actually a place, but maybe it is.
Oh, can we go up here, Jeff? Is that a explorable area, or is that a known area already since it's on the road?
it would be a more known area along the road.
Okay, well then we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Let's go home, guys.
Going home.
All right. Can I get a travel check, just in case
Uh-oh.
you get assaulted?
We'll risk finding and killing you right before you
Let's see what can kill Brady.
All right. Nothing.
I chanced it. Can I explore this area?
No.
And I assume it's mostly known, given their
Yeah.
trading post.
So you get back to the trading post. Hooray! Everyone's alive, technically. You arrive back. Finn is missing a hand. You get the horses back to their stables. Oleg will greet you at some point, saying that your reward for defeating the bandits is here. And he hands it to Festus to divvy up how he sees fit.
How much was it?
That was 400 gold.
So that should be 100 each to me and Brady, and then 100 to Mike, and 100 to each other character.
Yeah,
I mean,
I actually
yeah.
gives the money to Ozek, because he and Ozek are best friends.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's probably
anyway.
what would have happened, because the others weren't there for it.
100 gold.
Cool, I had 100 gold to the other character.
Eventually, you hand the moon radishes to Svetlana.
Yes, Svetlana!
She
Hello,
gives
Svetlana.
you 250
I hear-
gold.
I hear that you are a cook of sorts. Maybe even a brewer.
No.
What? Do not brew stews?
Yes, but I make stews. I cook stews. I don't brew stews.
Ah, well, I'm also a cook of sorts.
Uh-huh.
Quite famous for my cooking, in fact, in my village. Of not very many people, so it doesn't take much to be famous there. But anyway, may I join you in your cooking of this stew? To observe and maybe even help, offer suggestions.
Sure.
Excellent. Is she cooking the stew now, or is this?
Yeah, she'll cook the. Well, she'll save it for another day, but
Okay.
you can certainly do it.
Well, I say, please, we will be in and out. If I'm around when you cook the stew, I would very much like to join you in doing so.
Okay, so that is completed. Which also gives you 400 experience for that.
Nice.
Nice, Dylan. You don't get your hand back, though.
Dylan didn't die?
No.
You get 400 experience and Dylan
So
dies for no
honestly,
reason.
Stabs
she
him with her
she
knife or
pours a
whatever.
pot of boiling water on him.
Dylan's unconscious.
God.
What else? Cash in the rest of our quests.
Jihad was the one that sent you for the. Alright, so Jihad is limping around at the trading post.
Say hello, John. it turned out your temple was a real place. We found it.
He goes, "Oh, really? That is so much fortunate news.
Yes.
It's so much better than the past couple of days. I have managed to step on two bear traps in this town."
Oh, I cover my mouth with my hand. That is awful. How unlucky.
Oh my gosh.
And you survived.
Yes.
Ah,
I say,
that is just so unfortunate that you stepped on a bear trap and survived.
Yeah.
Jihad, are you a cleric, if I recall correctly, from my other character?
It's like, yes, I am a cleric.
Yes.
But why is this fest is carrying around a bunch of bear traps?
Well, we collected them because we had a bear to trap.
Yes. You see, we found them in the forest. Someone had set out a bunch more bear traps so that unsuspecting people like you would step on them, but we made sure to pick them up, and now we're here to make sure they're disposed of properly.
Is the disposed of properly a lie?
No, I'm going to sell them. I have no use for like 8 bear traps.
Okay.
Except for to catch Al.
He believes you, and his concerns that were starting to creep up have. God. He says that for his quest thing, he will provide all of his spellcasting for free, except for material components, which you must still supply.
Do you
Excellent,
have
sir.
the restorations, though?
He is a 4th level cleric.
Hmm,
He does not.
you don't. Are you familiar with the spell Animate Dead?
I've heard of it.
Hmm. Interesting.
Oh God. And he's like, "Why do you want to know?"
Well, you see, sometimes it is important to be able to animate dead things, and I am not yet powerful enough to do so. So perhaps you could aid me in raising one of my friends who fell to the malicious electric touch of a will-o-wisp a couple of weeks ago.
He looks at you, and he's like, "That is evil work, and I've had enough in my lifetime."
Ah, no, you misunderstand. Undead are not inherently evil. They are just another force of energy. They're much like we are powered by positive energy. They are powered by negative energy, but one is not inherently better than the other. In fact, undead creatures who are intelligent have, or at least should be, entitled to all of the same rights and have all of the same responsibilities of living people.
He slams his hand down and says, "No! It is exactly like werewolves. Werewolves are evil, malicious creatures that should be eradicated."
Any of those.
No, sir. Werewolfism is simply a disease.
And he keeps arguing with you.
Hmm.
And
Well, if you change your mind, let me know. If you should step on any other bear traps, I am sorry.
And from your argument, you can get the sense that he has been sort of disowned because of some sort of werewolf activity, where he convinced a mob to lynch a man that he thought was a werewolf.
Ah, I see. So you have these things in your past, and yet you dare to judge undead creatures who are innocent of any crimes? Call them evil when they have done nothing?
He appears a little shaken up, but then says something attuned to, now that his faith is restored with Eris still, he's gonna stand firm again.
Hmm.
So he's not really budging on his thoughts at this moment.
That is unfortunate.
But he says that he will still provide spellcasting as long as it's not an evil spell.
Hmm. As long as you don't see it as evil anyway. In your narrow-mindedness.
Well, yes. That is fine.
Interesting. What do you think of the name Ang?
I don't follow. What name?
Ang.
What name?
Ang.
Ang.
Something like that. We're working on it.
Huh.
Alright. Did we catch anybody else's quests?
I don't think you had anyone else's.
We didn't find Falgren Sneeg. We killed 4 kobolds.
That's not enough. They're still restless.
Didn't kill Tuskgutter yet, which is good because I'm not level 3 yet. Alright. Guess that's all we did.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright.
There is. Oh, there is another poster on the wall.
Yes.
So a wanted poster about tassel worms.
Interesting.
They're actually quite rare, and a head would be a great, mantelpiece at Oleg's. So he's promised a reward of 600 gold for anyone who brings a relatively undamaged tatzelworm head.
Interesting. Consider this. What sort of skeleton this creature might have.
Do you... Well, I mean, Oleg would be at the signpost, or would be like, "Ah, yes! Could you get me one of those?" And then he says, Can I ask you guys something on the side here?" And motions away from Svetlana.
Sure.
He says, about a month ago, when the last bandit attack happened, they took my wife's ring, and she's pretty stubborn about it, and hasn't let me go out to retrieve the ring. But if you ever find it, and he describes the ring, it's a simple gold band.
The ring that Dylan is wearing.
No.
Silver ring.
Okay.
It is a gold ring with a diamond, and then inside is sort of engraved Oleg and Svetlana. So it's pretty easy to recognize.
I say, of course.
That sounds
of course,
easy
my
to
future
recognize.
subject.
And he's like, the bandits were the ones that had last seen it. And if you recall, there was no ring in the loot you had, so it sounds like maybe a couple things might have happened. Either the bandits sent the loot to more bandits or whatever, like the Stag Lord or something. But if you also recall, there were a couple bags of loot that were missing from some small creatures that I think Nick identified, actually, as mites.
Okay.
So there's 2 possible places where you think this ring might be if it were still in the bandits' possession or not.
Oleg, my friend, we will find this ring and we will return it.
He says, "I would be forever grateful, and while I don't have the amount of money required on hand, I will give you 1,000 gold credit at the trading post."
Oleg, you should really... Wow. You should really get some new customers. Do you realize, Oleg, that we're literally the only people who buy things from you, and yet you keep giving us discounts so that we buy more things, but eventually you're not going to be making any money because of the discounts. I mean, not to dissuade you, but it just seems like bad business.
Well, he's like, there's a money rating from the sky from the GM at the moment, and they...
Have you considered using some of that money to just get a new ring, just like the old one that was lost?
He actually looks at you and says, "This is sentiment.
Or
Sentiment is powerful."
another suggestion, good Sir Oleg, as it doesn't seem to be that there's any good reason for you to live in this place of all places. Maybe you should move to somewhere where there's real people who will buy.
He looks at you and says, quite frankly, I do not care for civilization.
I understand you.
I moved out here to get the farthest away I could from Brevov and Restov and the Lake Kingdoms. I am here to be away from them.
If like a new civilization were to pop up kind of around our trading post,
I would be pissed.
A new kingdom some might say.
what if it were called
What? I don't really follow. I've never heard of a kingdom like that before.
Interesting. I like
Well,
scratch my
you
chin
may.
and turn and walk
Dude.
away. Alright. Now can we cash in our stuff?
Yes. He has a total of...
Send me the tracker sheet again, Ben. Or post it.
You can sell a total of 800 gold worth of stuff to him. In terms of, he has 800 gold pieces available.
So we all get 200 gold.
What? Only if you sold stuff
No.
worth that much.
Do we not have 800 gold worth of stuff to sell?
I don't know.
Hang on.
Send me a link to the XP tracker too.
It's in raid call.
The XP tracker?
No, it's the loot tracker.
Is it 2,000 to level?
Yes, it's 2,000 to level.
Yes.
Well, you should see a little red next to your name. And that means you leveled. Or to the XP level. So you leveled. So Dill and Nick leveled, so I put them at 2, and then you have that much experience to go to the next
Oh, there's
level.
actually one more thing I want to do, Jeff, which nobody else really has to be here for. Although,
Yeah. I still have like solo
I go
XP
to-
and whatnot to divvy out when I'm done, and to count up a
one of the
number of skill
auxiliary
checks.
characters to go with me. I don't care who.
I can.
Okay. Yes, you are the survivalist of us, aren't you?
What did you want to do?
Do you think that we could go back to the house of the potion maker? I do wish to discuss something with him. I will pay for your ration, if need be.
Okay.
I mean, it's only 3 hours by horse, and you know where it is now, so you don't actually have to explore.
Okay.
So,
Do we still have to roll for an encounter, or do we just...
you would roll for an encounter.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about.
I'll take the arrows, I guess. I mean, you don't...
Do you need that many? I mean, they're 3 pounds per 20.
Not really. I
Take
guess I
any
don't.
clothing.
What does Burning Hands do?
It's a 15-foot cone.
2d4 damage.
Reflex halves.
Not excited. Ooh. No, I'm not gonna take the Masterwork Dagger. It's too valuable to sell.
When you could wait for a masterwork flail.
Flail. Yeah, exactly.
Flailed.
I'll take the wand.
Or I could order a Masterwork Flail.
Do you have used magical device?
Me?
No.
No, but I can use wands.
I don't have UMD.
How?
No.
I mean, you can't do it unless the spell's on your spell list.
Oh wait.
You can do it with a UMD. So,
I'm about to
But
be
if
level
you don't
2.
have
though.
points in UMD, you'll never be able to use it.
right. Right.
I don't
I'm about to be level 2, and then I could use UMD. Or then I could get you. Do I want that?
So something I was toying with was to get half the average experience gained to people that weren't playing that night. What do you guys think? You think that would break things?
People keep up. And
I was thinking it would help them keep up in the early stage, which is the important stage to be near each other's level. And then after that, if you're 2 levels behind minimum, then you should be fine.
get dragged up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there the ruined spellbook?
Yep.
It's just ruined because it was wet and stuff, right?
Well, there's only so many spells in it. There's 5 spells in it.
Yeah, there's only 5 spells that haven't been marred and destroyed by the water.
Right. My question is, could somebody cast whatever repair?
No, because the repairing doesn't repair the magical, the writing that's now gone.
Okay. I wondered if that would be the case. Okay. So there's no way that I would know of to possibly restore it.
Not without like there might be like an 8th level spell that might work, but nothing that would be worth it.
Okay.
So there's only one to wand or not.
I do not want the wand.
With Jeff, our sell value we have right now is 891. I'll put in an order for another 100 gold onyx to get him up to having enough money, and then we'll just sell everything.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, so it's 297.87 gold for everybody.
Okay. How much does it cost to masterwork something? 100? 50? 500?
300. Well, you have to pay 300 plus the basic cost.
Yeah.
So.
So Brady. Oh wait. So wait. There are a couple things that I wanted to do still. What's his bucket? Our cleric guy. I tell him I regale him with the tale of the temple, and then I produce the pot of water and ask him if it seems interesting to him in any way, if it's special in any way.
He looks at it, sniffs it, takes a taste before you can stop him. And he's like, nah, it's just water.
Okay. I
will need a travel.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get there, but also outside the gates here, I plant our new radish plants and I water them with our holy water that's not holy.
Okay, it's probably just gonna die.
Well, we're gonna try it though. I'm not a gardener, but we're gonna try it.
Okay.
Can't hurt, right? I mean, worst thing that happens is they die. So, can I roll for a gardening skill?
No, I mean it's the first day you put it in.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. That's Fabius tries to maintain his garden as the weeks go on. Anyway, and then Brady and I are traveling across the land. Brady, you agree to go with me?
I do.
Mr. Your name again? Thomas? Mrs. Thomas? Okay. I don't have the traveling token to travel with though.
I'll roll it.
Good.
And then traveling back.
Travel again.
Oh, so close.
When we get there, I produce the head of the spider and ask him if he knows anything about the venom of this thing.
It's like, well, it's a giant spider.
Yes, what do you know if it's venom?
He's like, well, it's poison that knocks your strength out.
Do you know of any cool things that we could do with it? Sorry, I'm kind of new to this whole alchemy thing. I mean, I started a while ago. Some brilliant person started to teach me, but sometimes I learn slowly. What can we do with it?
Well, can't even brew potions.
But I'm sure he would know all the questions, though,
Oh,
right?
he does.
Like,
He knows everything.
he knows
about it.
all the theory behind it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's like,
That's
from that you can make a dose of this.
Excellent. Will you help me use your lab to do that?
He's like, you can use it.
Okay. I do that. I make a dose of that.
There is a DC to craft it.
How much do I need to pay you for the vial that I'm about to steal that I put the venom in?
Like a couple copper.
Okay, I give him a silver.
Where's crafting? Craft is equal to its fort save, so you must make a craft alchemy DC of 14. Oh, but it's gonna take you so long. I don't know if...
How long?
It's like crafting a normal item. So, medium spider venom is worth 150 gold, so it's gonna take you like a month.
A month?
Yep.
Holy buckets! Like of constant.
Yes. Like, here's how it goes. Like, you take your roll, and you multiply it by the DC, and that's how many silver pieces of work you have completed.
So I just have to like stand there and do it for so like I can do it in parts. I don't have to do it all at once. So I don't have to do it all at once, right? Or do I have to do it all at once?
Right, Nick. You can just leave him there and
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too.
You can technically do it in parts, but you would keep track of the... You probably wouldn't be able to go anywhere else to try.
What if I recruit my friend to maintain it when I leave?
He would ask for a gold piece a day. Because
Okay.
it...
well, for now, I just...
Why can't he craft it for you?
3 hours,
he
right? Well,
he
that's what we were just discussing.
He could make it and sell it to you for 25% off. Is an option you could do.
No,
or-
I would do it. So what I say...
It'll still take him like a month.
Yes, I send... What's his name? I send George back, Thomas back, and I say, Thomas, I'm going to stay here for a while and become great friends with this person. I assume. I can only assume.
Okay.
And if you guys are going to adventure again, please send someone to let me know before you do so.
If you need someone, in terms of like if Azek is not available.
Well, I mean, just in general, and I will then decide if I want to pay the money to have him maintain it while I'm gone or stay.
Yep. So, what alchemists get is if you do hit 3rd level, you can create alchemical items in half the time.
Yes, I'm not 3rd level yet, so we're just, and I would not know that as a character, so, right, like.
You would know that if you put a lot of work into it, you could become very swift.
Right, which is what I'm doing. I'm practicing right now
that's
by
fine.
making this potion.
Yeah, whatever. That's cool. Okay, so it looks like everybody leveled, at least, and then I will take the average session EXP, which looks like it's going to be 1,033.
Oh, as Thomas rides away, I say, Thomas, please water my plants for me.
I will do so.
Thank you.
No, it's 1,050. Yep, 1,050. So everybody, well, it might actually be higher than that with the other stuff added. So it looks like Nick Azek will actually also level. He will be like barely leveled compared to this character. No, it'll be about the same because this character started from scratch.
Yeah.
It looks like Aaron and Nate would not, but it looks like Mike has a good chance of leveling, but he might be like 5 experience off in the end. So, you had a lot of quest experience, or you had some quest experience, some exploring experience. Oh, sorry.
What has happened?
The temple also gave 400 experience
Oh,
for the quest. So it looks like Mike will level as well.
3302. Yeah.
It
And then 1700 to level 3, and I can finally do what I meant to do.
well, I'll let the group know when I finalize it, because I was gonna also look for solo character experience to divvy up and skill check experience to divvy up. So
cool.
there will be more experience, but that stuff just takes me a bit to
But
go
that's
through.
going up to level 2. Okay.
Yes.
Good to know.